Hello everybody, it is Magma and I'm here with my brand new 2017 LEGO Star Wars room tour. Now we just hit 2,000 subscribers and I would never have imagined we would have gotten here. So this is truly amazing, an accomplishment for me, an accomplishment really for you guys. I'm really happy where this is going and to see what we are building together as a community, me making videos and you guys enjoying and supporting it. So unfortunately this room has a little bit of echo, but this is my Lego room where I keep all the Legos I have. So I guess I'll give you guys a room tour because it has been a while since I've done one of these and I know you guys really enjoy these videos. So I'll have to go ahead and do it the old way. I'm gonna go ahead and hand cam, but I'll try to keep it as steady as possible, so hopefully I'll try my best. This room, or this Lego room, has three main components. There's this first shelf, which is pretty big. And then we have this second shelf over here, which is on top of supposedly a bed. Yeah, it's a pretty big shelf. And then we have this smaller section, which goes down all the way like this. So, compared to huge YouTubers, I don't have masses of Legos, but I won't lie, I won't be, you know, trying to. I do have enough for this channel to keep going and enough to have constant content, I think. So starting off all the way on top here, I'm gonna go ahead and have to use this chair. So, because it is pretty high actually. Alright, so up here we have General Grievous, Naboo Starfighter, this resistance transport. Got my motorized AT-AT over here. What's nice about this guy is that just in the room you don't really see all these sets actually. I'm actually finding out I had the Mandalorian Battle Pack here, but what's nice is you really have the AT-AT standing out. And just for decoration and storage purposes, I do have a bunch of Lego boxes. So that's up here, not too much actually. Now, just putting the chair back. Up here, alright, so getting to these cupboard types, there is some nice sets in here. So this first one here on top, you have the AT-DP. There's Palpatine's shuttle right there. That Imperial landing craft. I'm sorry for lighting. I'll try to get something. There you go. Maybe that helps. Oh, it's worse. Okay, so then we have the TIE prototype, which is up there, and behind that, it's very hard to see. Very hard to see. But there's two of the Imperial troop transports, and then here we have the TIE Interceptor and Darth Vader's TIE Fighter. And here we do have a pretty cool selection of minifigures, which I really like. So yeah. Somehow the camera is not focusing. Now this one is one of them that I like as well. This is the one with the Imperial Star Destroyer, and we have two AT-STs, so that's pretty cool. Obviously you can recognize them. Here's a Snowspeeder, and here I have an Imperial V-Wing. Over there we got two of these promotional minifigures, and here are some Stormtroopers. So yeah. Wow. Over there, if you guys can see, that's the it's that proton cannon that came in that Geonosis set a while back. I don't know if you guys can see, the lighting is pretty bad in here. There's the Ray Speed over there, and here we have the Rancor pit. Here's the Millennium Falcon, and here are some pretty cool minifigures as well, with some other stuff. Now this one's going to be a bit harder to show because, I mean, there's even less light. But we do have 2 of those battle pack cannons over there on top of those little boxes. There we have Obi-Wan's hyperdrive starfighter with booster rank and stuff. And then we have Anakin's interceptor, Obi-Wan's interceptor, Plo Koon's starfighter, the first version of Obi-Wan's interceptor, and then Saesee Tinn's starfighter, and then Anakin's starfighter, and then a bunch of clone troopers and stuff. What you cannot see or have a hard time seeing is that right behind Obi-Wan's interceptor, there's the old version of Anakin's interceptor. And behind that as well, over there, there's a small ATTE, the old version of the Mini, and there's some more battle pack stuff behind there, so it's gonna be a bit hard to show you guys. Yeah, but there's some battle packs, small vehicles, like it's that clone command center that came in the 2013 battle pack, and there's probably a walker or 2 behind there as well. And then after that, this is the worst one. There is no light here, but I'll still try to show you guys. Try to get my light. Okay, so there we have the AAT, 2 of the old General Grievous starfighter, Octopara droid, both versions of the Corporate Alliance tank droid, both versions of the Hailfire droid, Mini AAT, speeder bike, 3 Octopara droids, and 2 tri-fighters with the General Grievous over there. So there is a bunch of stuff in here. It used to be way worse and much more crowded, but I managed to sort that out a bit. So yeah, so that's all 3 of these shelves. So as you can see, they're really the darkest. Here I've got my Arc Fighter. Now here's some boxes I need to fold up, and here's some Star Wars merchandise. So some boxes that have not been folded yet, some Star Wars books, and really a bunch of my Star Wars merchandise that I have that is not Lego. Now getting on here is one of my favorite parts. Here we have my Republic gunship, Snowspeeder, V-Wing, Mini Republic shuttle, Anakin's custom Jedi starfighter, and the cannon, as you can see, and a bunch of really cool minifigures. So I got all my clone commanders so far over here. And actually that is it for this part. Now here's my Hoth display. Since I don't really like having all my sets just stacked on top of one another, I use some room to have some nice displays. So it's just an assembly of a lot of the Hoth sets, as you can see, and there is a lot of minifigures and such. So if you guys can spot Gandalf in here, I forgot what this one was called, but this is one of my favorite sets. Now getting over down here, now this is the part that I also really like. We have the Sandcrawler right there, pretty huge set, and then we have the Republic Dropship, one of my all-time favorite sets as well. There's some little stuff around. As you can see, there is, oh god. Well, since it's not permitting me to show you, I'll have to use my light, which I don't really like using. But there are a bunch of 212 troopers, and then a speeder. And over here, we do have some wheel bike, Obi-Wan, Grievous, and then some droid carriers with some droids. So that's about it for this area. Here we have some action figures, and then in here in these drawers is where I keep my folded boxes. So yeah, and I'll try to show you guys under here. It's not really interesting. It's where I keep my Lego parts and yeah, as you can see, there's just a bunch of Lego parts being stored. So when I need to make builds or replace Lego pieces, that's where I go to. And then there's one of my clone helmets. And then behind there is a drawer with more Lego parts stored by color. And, you know, behind this entire thing, there's also more Lego parts. Now, what's nice in this room is that I've got this big drawer here, and this is where I store my poly bags and some posters and all my Lego instructions and all that stuff. That's not really interesting. That's just mainly some storage compartments for rebuilding sets and all that stuff. So now this is also a tool that I enjoy. It has the new hover tank and the old Republic frigate and the Republic cruiser with the Republic fighter tank here. So these three sets have to be some of my favorite. Then we have the humongous Super Star Destroyer, and it is accompanied by a droid gunship, Z95 Headhunter, and the brand new Y-Wing because I am running out of space. Now here I have a signed Episode 5 poster, Force Awakens Flame Trooper poster, and here between these two cardboards is the Rogue One official movie poster, so it's huge. Going all the way on top, there I have the Technic Hellfire, and that is the Sith Infiltrator, Magna Guard Starfighter, original X-Wing, original TIE Fighter, Force Awakens TIE Fighter, and Force Awakens X-Wing. And going all the way back down because I just feel like it. Here we have Jango Fett Slave 1, Skyhopper, and some more speeders. So, and then there's a little box, and those are full of commander droids. Next up here is the MTT, and there's a flash speeder and then a bunch of Gungan stuff. Can do some droid speeders, the Gungan, you know, you can just take a look. I don't really know the names of all these, but there are some droidicas and stuff. And then next up is the Old Republic section. We have some Old Republic troopers, Old Republic fighter. It's pretty cool minifigures. And a speeder, no, two speeders, and then there's this guy, which is pretty cool as well. And now this is the part where I have no idea because I have not removed anything for a while here. But I'm assuming, you guys can tell me if you guys can see anything, but there's just a bunch of Tri-Fighters and Vulture droids, pretty much. Some cool minifigures. But yeah, this one's pretty cool. It looks pretty cool from far away. Here we got some Geonosian stuff. I don't really. So yeah, so there's two fighters, and then there's some decent minifigures around here. I really wish they had more Geonosian stuff so I could add to this. Maybe make like a small arena or anything like that. And next up, this is one of the cooler ones. There's the Clone Turbo Tank with all my Phase 2 Clone Troopers that are kind of looking good and stuff. There's nothing behind, but there is some space here. I could put something in the future, but not yet. And then here we have the ATTE with all my Phase 1 Clone Troopers. And there are, maybe you can see there's like that old Geonosian cannon, and then there's three boxes. The first one is Geonosia's battle droids. The second one is, there's only two boxes, and the second one is super battle droids. It includes super battle droids and blue super battle droids. So And there are some droidicas here and there in this section as well. Let's see, what's this? Okay, here we got the old B-Wing, which is standing and is barely touching the ceiling. And then here we have the old Y-Wing and another B-Wing, and some minifigures, Mini Republic frigate. And under the Y-Wing, it's kind of hard to show, but there's just all this type of stuff. These guys, and then that like transport that we got with the Y-Wing in 2017. So yeah, here is the Imperial transport. I really like this set. It's a very underrated set. And we have the First Order Snowspeeder with a bunch of just Imperial minifigures, officials, and all that sort of stuff. Stormtroopers, and a battle pack in the corner over there by itself. This is a little bit crowded. There's some minis. And then here we have this entire section of the Mon Calamari cruiser with a few Admiral Agbars to simulate all the Mon Calamari, and we have some pilots over here as well. And then here on this area, we have the entire, we don't know what to call this, possibly the cargo area, I guess. And there is a bunch of just random parts of sets and crates and minifigures. There's a Lone Falcon, and then here is something I did recently, just all the main minifigures of the original Star Wars. So I'm kind of happy with that. And going up, actually, here we have the, oh god, what's this? Defender class cruiser, I think it's called, with some Old Republic minifigures and Krennic's Imperial shuttle. And then here we have the Republic attack shuttle with a bunch of airborne troopers and some shock troopers with the V-19 Torrent. I'm gonna go ahead and try to get some more of these shock troopers in the coming months. And then here we have Jabba Sail Barge and Mos Eisley Cantina. If you guys, I'll just show you guys because there's a bunch of, I think, minifigures that have nothing to do here. So there's definitely some weird stuff going on. And inside Jabba Sail Barge, there is all the ugly minifigures and scum looking like minifigures that I ever had in Lego. So they're all in this. This is just filled with minifigures inside. And, well, this is something I kind of like. It's the iconic scene of the Palpatine's arrest attempt with my TC4. And there's some Jedis, and then here are some of these Senate Commandos and a Coruscant speeder. Here is the Death Star scene as well, with Darth Vader and Luke and a bunch of Royal Guards, and then Shadow Royal Guards and some Death Star cannons with gunners. And then we finally have a little bit of a display of the battle on Mustafar. Here again, these are minifigures I don't really know where to put. Blue pieces and random stuff. Here we have a little city set and some battle droids, droidica, and then this is to open Lego sets, to dust Lego sets, and just the one book separator I use. And then this is actually pretty useful. This, which looks pretty silly, is actually really useful because it allows me to clean off my table from all the dust and all the nasty things that just get stuck there. So that's actually pretty useful. Let's see, where are we? Here we have the bunker area. So there are a bunch of Lego minifigures in there. Oh god, my shadow's getting in the way. So yeah. And you guys can just have a look. This is my Android display, so there is a lot of just minifigures scattered around. The Ewok village, a very majestic set. So yeah. Here we have my Imperial Shuttle, UCS Slave 1, the old A-Wing from the Mon Calamari set, V-Wing, old and new A-Wings as well, the Battlefront Battle Packs, and then some of these planet sets, which I really regret not getting enough of at the time, because they really look good. Now this is one of the like really old, oh god, I have no idea what these are called anymore. Classic Space, that's it. A really old Classic Space base, and 2 Mars Mission fighters. Now here in this little Nike box, since these sets are really, most of them ugly and not really useful, I just keep them here, so it's mainly battle pack material. So yeah, I wish I could open it a bit more. There you go. So you guys can have a look. And I'm definitely planning on putting more of these to make space for better look sets, like for example this A-Wing, which has been replacing some ugly battle packs. Here's my Kashyyyk display. Now this is not a mock, don't get this confused, this is just a display to have something looking good. And I have done a few videos on this, but it has been updated a few times, so really a nice, just a nice looking display. And AT-AP, I think there's something back there. Yeah, there's like a speeder. So here I have my Republic Medical Frigate. And here is the last part of this entire area, I guess. This is my Scarif. It's a work in progress Scarif display scene, because I felt kind of bad just bagging all the figures up, so just made a little Scarif display. Because I don't really like storing minifigures away, I really like having them displayed and looking good and all that stuff. And here, in the back, there's a little look at, you can't really see, but there's the main cast of Rogue One. So that's actually going to be it. What is in these boxes under here, you might ask? Star Wars merchandise, for example. And here I have some Hasbro sets, maybe some other Lego sets, and more Star Wars merchandise, I think, and in here as well. So really, that's what you see is what I have actually. So that is a look at my entire Lego room. We have this entire section right here, and then we have this entire section right here, looking pretty good. And then this. So as you can see, I have no more space for more Lego sets, but that doesn't mean I won't be getting more. My plan is to have a shelf here, and maybe a shelf right here on top of these things. So that's the new plans, and then here is the door, and then some junk that I have no room for. And so yeah. So that's my plan, really, getting a new shelf. But otherwise, I will see you guys next time here on MAGMA's channel for more LEGO Star Wars videos. So make sure to subscribe if this is your first time watching one of my videos. And I'll see you guys next time for another great LEGO Star Wars video. Bye-bye.